In the world of cybersecurity, broken access control has emerged as a critical vulnerability. It ranks high on the OWASP Top 10 list, a globally recognized standard for web application security risks. This failure can lead to unauthorized access to sensitive data and functionalities, posing significant risks to organizations. Understanding and mitigating broken access control is crucial. Developers need to grasp the importance of robust access control mechanisms to safeguard applications. We will dive deep into what broken access control is, how it works, and the common ways it is exploited. We will also explore real-world examples to illustrate the severity of this issue. Finally, we will provide practical advice on how developers can prevent these vulnerabilities through secure coding practices and regular security assessments. By the end of this essay, readers will have a comprehensive understanding of broken access control and the steps necessary to protect their applications from this prevalent threat. Let's begin by exploring the fundamental concept of access control. Access control is a fundamental security principle. It ensures that users can only access data and functionalities they're authorized to use. Think of it as a security checkpoint that verifies if a person has the right permissions before granting access. There are several types of access control mechanisms. Role-based access control, or RBAC, assigns permissions based on user roles. For example, an administrator may have full access, while a regular user has limited permissions. Another type is discretionary access control, or DAC, where the resource owner decides who can access it. Lastly, mandatory access control, or MAC, enforces strict policies often used in governmental and military systems. Effective access control mechanisms are essential for preventing unauthorized access. They help ensure that users perform actions only within their privilege boundaries. When access control fails, it can lead to significant security breaches. In the next section, we will define broken access control in detail and explore how these failures occur. Broken access control occurs when an application does not adequately enforce restrictions on what authenticated users can do. Attackers bypass authorization checks to access unauthorized data or functionalities. This failure in security mechanisms leads to severe repercussions. Common methods include URL manipulation and privilege escalation. Attackers change user IDs and URLs to access unauthorized accounts. The impact of broken access control can be severe. Attackers employ various techniques to exploit broken access control vulnerabilities. One prevalent method is URL manipulation. By altering URL parameters, attackers can gain access to unauthorized resources. Another technique is exploiting insecure direct object references, or IDOR. Privilege escalation is also a common exploitation method. Attackers leverage vulnerabilities to increase their access level within the application. Section 5. Real-world examples. Real-world examples of broken access control attacks show the severity of this vulnerability. One case involved an e-commerce website. Users could view their order history by accessing a URL with their user ID. An attacker modified the user ID, accessing another user's order history. Another case involved a web application with an administrative panel. The application failed to check for proper authorization. An attacker navigated to the admin panel's URL and gained access. Section 6. The impact of broken access control. The impact of broken access control can be far-reaching and devastating. One of the most significant consequences is data breaches. Unauthorized access to sensitive data, such as customer information, financial records, or proprietary business information, can lead to severe financial and reputational damage. Organizations may face legal repercussions and loss of customer trust. Account takeover is another critical impact. Attackers gaining control of user accounts can impersonate legitimate users and perform malicious actions. This can include unauthorized transactions, data manipulation, or spreading malware. The fallout from such incidents can be extensive, affecting not only the victims but also the organization's overall security posture. System compromise is an extreme yet possible consequence. In some cases, attackers might exploit access control flaws to gain complete control over the application or underlying systems. This level of access can lead to widespread disruption, data exfiltration, and even service outages. The broader impact of broken access control underscores the importance of addressing this vulnerability. Section 7. Prevention strategies. Preventing broken access control requires a multifaceted approach. Implementing strict access control mechanisms is paramount. Organizations should enforce access control at all levels of the application, from the user interface to the database. A centralized authorization mechanism ensures consistency and simplifies management. Following the principle of least privilege is another crucial strategy. Users should be granted the minimum level of access necessary to perform their tasks. This reduces the risk of unauthorized access due to excessive privileges. Even administrators should have limited access based on their specific roles and responsibilities. Validating all user inputs is essential to prevent injection attacks and other vulnerabilities that could lead to unauthorized access. Never trust user inputs. Ensure thorough validation and sanitization of all data received from users. Lastly, using secure authentication and session management practices is vital. Implement strong password policies, multi-factor authentication, and secure session management techniques. Section 8. Secure coding practices. Secure coding practices play a pivotal role in preventing broken access control vulnerabilities. Developers should start by understanding security requirements and integrating them into the development process. This proactive approach helps identify and mitigate potential risks early in the software development lifecycle. One fundamental practice is implementing role-based access control, or RBAC. Clearly define user roles and assign permissions based on these roles. Ensure that access control logic is centralized and consistently applied across the application. This approach minimizes the risk of unauthorized access due to inconsistent access control policies. Another best practice is to avoid hard-coding credentials or sensitive information within the code. Use secure storage mechanisms for storing sensitive data, such as environment variables or secure vaults. Hard-coding sensitive data can lead to exposure through code leaks or unauthorized access to source code repositories. Furthermore, developers should regularly review and update access control policies. Section 9. Regular security assessments. Regular security assessments are crucial for identifying and addressing broken access control vulnerabilities. These assessments include penetration testing, vulnerability scanning, and code reviews. Conducting these tests periodically helps uncover potential weaknesses that may have been overlooked during development. Penetration testing involves simulating real-world attacks to identify vulnerabilities and assess the effectiveness of security measures. Security professionals attempt to exploit access control flaws, providing valuable insights into potential attack vectors. The findings from these tests help organizations prioritize and remediate vulnerabilities. Vulnerability scanning is another essential component of security assessments. Automated tools scan applications for known vulnerabilities, including access control issues. These scans provide a comprehensive view of the application's security posture and highlight areas that require attention. Regular scans ensure that new vulnerabilities are promptly identified and addressed. Code reviews are equally important. Section 10. The role of developers. Developers play a crucial role in preventing broken access control vulnerabilities. They are on the front lines of application development and must prioritize security in their coding practices. A security-first mindset involves understanding potential risks and implementing measures to mitigate them from the outset. Continuous learning and staying updated with the latest security trends and best practices are essential. Developers should participate in security training and workshops to enhance their knowledge. Understanding common vulnerabilities, including broken access control, empowers developers to write secure code and identify potential issues early. Collaboration with security teams is another vital aspect. Developers should work closely with security professionals to integrate security measures into the development process. Regular communication and feedback help ensure that access control mechanisms are robust and effective. Section 11. Conclusion. Broken access control remains a critical and prevalent security risk for web applications. Understanding the nature of this vulnerability and its potential impact is essential for organizations to protect their sensitive data and maintain their security posture. Implementing robust access control mechanisms, following secure coding practices, and conducting regular security assessments are crucial steps in mitigating these risks. Developers play a pivotal role in preventing broken access control vulnerabilities. By adopting a security-first mindset, continuously learning and collaborating with security teams, They can write secure code and identify potential issues early. Promoting secure coding standards within development teams fosters a culture of security awareness, benefiting the entire organization. In conclusion, addressing broken access control requires a comprehensive approach. By implementing effective prevention strategies and fostering a security-conscious development environment, organizations can significantly reduce their risk exposure.